Now that we have finished AC Chronicles China, we can make a start on our Kenway Saga playthrough, where we'll basically play through the games of AC3, Liberation, Rogue, and Black Flag in historical order, meaning that we start with Black Flag in 7015.
All right, lads.
And end
I'll
with
give
AC3.
you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye. For amongst all the gentlemen of fortune sailing these West Indies, he ranks amongst the most clever. There was a time when I thought myself the deadliest scourge of these seas. But this man is a fearsome dog that feeds off trouble and turmoil. I seen him clear the deck of a Spanish galleon like it were nothing. Fighting like a devil, dressed as a man. And he's a canny one. Knows his way round every crag and crevice of these islands. So if it's fortune and adventure you seek, then Captain Edward Kenway's your man. Only, don't meddle in his private affairs. For there's more mystery to that man than even I dare ask.
Oh yeah, the trailer's sick. But yeah, the other E3 trailer is also amazing, like the other CGI trailer that they did for the game. Did you get back just in time for Black Flag? You did, sure, Jay. You just finished with China, so yeah, still have a bit of time left to make a start on AC Black Flag. Very, very excited actually. Indeed, Aura. Indeed. Good old Edward Kenway. Yeah, it's so great, Rod, how Blackbeard is kind of introducing Edward as a character. And there's even some things about Edward that he doesn't quite understand. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually change my, or check my settings real quick. All of that is fine. I don't need a puppet here. And we don't need tutorials either. Okay, let's leave it on for now. Let's go for that. Okay, I think we are good. Let's make a start.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like! Did you see her? Land the cannons!
There we go. Directly being thrown into the action here. I love it.
Enemy fire!
Yeah, it's a great way. And the team definitely loves to do that as well, right? Like, they did the same with Origins. When you kind of like start with a fight against the Filaki. I think Ashra Vismay even talked about him kind of like liking the approach of having a more like action-oriented start rather than slow pace.
The magazine! It's going out! Douse the flames! Get in there, you mongrel!
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
But he doesn't. But yeah, that's a good thing about Edward, though. He wouldn't promise anything that he can't keep, right? Like, it's still a pretty honest person. And that's why he doesn't, you know, say to Caroline what she wants to hear. Even though it would make his situation easier.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Keep talking.
Will you or won't you?
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
I'm on to you, Snakesby!
I love it. I'm on to you, Sneaksby.
Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start.
Yeah, it's just so greatly written already, you know, at the start. I just love the writing in Black Flag so much. Like all the characters really, the way they are written. All thanks to one
Will you walk that distance?
one Darby McDevitt. And this game is just so beautiful. Yeah, me too, dude. There's even one Origins, I think, that's similar. Also kind of like a nod from the team, I guess, to the previous games.
Posh git. Where's he running to?
Follow and I'll kill you!
Might as well do some exploration here a little bit. Get some moneta. Okay, so that's like all the way down here to the beach. Okay, never mind. Actually, hold on. There's a message in a bottle. And we wanna find all of these, actually. I won't be getting all of the treasures or all of the enemies fragments in this playthrough, so just gonna be focusing on the story elements of the game. But yeah, messages in a bottle are definitely part of it. And I'm gonna read them in like order, so once you get the first letter, we will start reading. But until then, we're just gonna collect them. So we have like a proper chronology of events as well. Posh git, you love the word git. Yeah, something you don't hear a lot nowadays anymore. Caroline Scott. Daughter of Emmett and Elizabeth Scott, Caroline was born in Bristol, England, to a prosperous family of merchants and civil servants. Given a modest education by her father, she furthered her own studies in her own way, taking time to read as often as her familiar duties allowed. Splitting her time between this and helping her mother manage her father's affairs, she grew into a confident and level-headed woman, with more skill and intelligence than her situation allowed her to exercise. Caroline first met Edward Kenway outside the Haute Chillela in the aftermath of a drunken altercation. She had arrived to fetch one of her servants and there found Edward escorting the woman from the clutches of one of Bristol's most notorious cats. Thankful for his kindness, Caroline agreed to a second meeting on a more equitable term, hardly thinking enrollment's possible. And yet, against most odds, that is just what happened. Edward and Caroline grew quite close, and soon fell in love, much to the dismay of her father. Emmett Scott had already promised his daughter to the son of a wealthy East India Company executive. It made his displeasure apparent at every turn. But all his noise was to no avail. Caroline and Edward were married in 1712. Duncan Walpole. Second cousin to Robert Walpole, Britain's first Prime Minister, Duncan was raised in relative comfort and ease until his 80th birthday, whereupon he joined the British Royal Navy as a midshipman with dreams of becoming a full officer. His moderate temper and his impulsiveness, however, stimulated his swift ascension, and he grew impatient with his progress. Hey there, Mr. Kenway. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. After 3 years, his interest in the Navy had dwindled to nothing. With his heart set on finding a post with the East India Company, he had a chance meeting with a few fellow sailors whom he had come to respect and admire. And it was the sailor who introduced Walpole to the Assassin Order and all of its teachings. Leery at first, Duncan soon took to a secret order with a fervor and drive that he had not known in the Navy. And as his skills increased, so too did his reputation. But his temper and impulsiveness, coupled with a growing arrogance, were always a liability, and he was known for his frequent clashes with the elders of the British Assassin Order. Still, he was a valuable asset to the Order, so much so that in 1714 his mentor asked him to sail for the West Indies, rendezvous with the Brotherhood there, and meet with their mentor Arthur. Walpole accepted his position with eagerness and departed within the month. The assassins in England never heard from him again. I wonder why. Edward James Kenway was born on the 10th of March in Swansea, Wales, to Bernard Kenway of Manchester and Lynette Hopkins of nearby Cardiff. By Edward's 10th birthday, his father had moved with the family to a small farm just outside Bristol, a nearby port town in the southwest of England. Note, not sure a Welsh leading man would be interesting. Can we do ADR to replace his voice? I know a great actor from London who would be perfect. Speaks in gravelly RP accent. DM. So these are notes from Abstergo basically. Abstergo Entertainment, who are reviewing the memories of Edward to make like a entertainment product out of it. Cheers, Mr. Kenway. Yeah, it's an amazing story to say the least. This relocation had a depressing effect on young Edward's mood. He grew restless from a lack of contact with old friends, and struggled to find an outlet for his limitless energy. By his teens, he was spending more and more time in the city away from his farm, where the lure of excitement overrode prudence. By the age of 16, he had situated a career as a successful farmer for a life of hopeless tomfoolery, frequently shirking his responsibilities to his family in favor of rough company. In late 1711, at the age of 17, Edward met Caroline Scott, a woman of modest but steady means. The friendship began cautiously, as Caroline's hand had already been promised to the boorish son of a wealthy East India Company executive. But Edward's charms eventually wore out, and he and Caroline were married within a year of their meeting, a union that angered her father and got the whole of Bristol talking. Note, poor handsome chap gets a wealthier beautiful girl. This stuff just writes itself. In the earliest months of their marriage, Edward resolved to do well by his wife and provide for her as he believed a man in his position should. But Edward's grandiose dreams and exaggerated opinion of himself prevented him from taking immediate responsibility for their well-being. And after only a year, he had stumbled back into his worst habits: drinking, fighting, and idleness. It was in this dark period that Edward revived an old idea of joining a privateering fleet sailing for the West Indies, with the aim of making war against the Spanish and collecting unchecked sums of gold and cargo. This, he told his wife, was their path to quick riches. Being a sensible and prudent woman, Caroline discouraged these fanciful ideas. Note, is she a harpy? Does she nag him? Are we meant to hate her, or what? Because I certainly don't want us to feel conflicted about Edward's choices. He's the hero. Let's avoid scenes of him drinking or gambling. That's Olivier Gano, I think, who wrote that. He's the guy who you kill in the first Watch Dogs game, actually. But, yeah. It's like, better not make a story about a pirate that's like deeper than, you know, just wanting to have riches. By the summer of 1712, Caroline understood that her husband's departure was inevitable. She wanted no further part of Edward's reckless plan, and so left him to live with her parents. Stunned by the sudden turn, Edward was determined to earn his fortune fast, and prove himself as capable as he always claimed he was. He left for the West Indies barely 1 month later, where he soon fell in with the privateer Benjamin Hornigold and his quartermaster, Ed Fetch. Edward spent the first half of 1713 sailing with these 2 seasoned sailors on regular sweeps of the Windward Passage. But that year, fate threw him another upset. With the signing of the Treaty of Utrecht, all hostile actions between the major empires came to an end, and the prospects of British privateers dried up. Now poor, unemployed, and thousands of miles from home, Edward and his colleagues settled on the island of New Providence in the Bahamas to reconsider the options. These were fanciful days for Edward. He discovered in the small town of Nassau a life quite unlike that which he had left behind. The atmosphere of wild and noisy freedom in the small stateless encampment overwhelmed and captivated him. The drinking, the gaming, the woman, the aimless desire to simply live as one pleased. And yet, as carefree as he was, his beloved Caroline was never far from his mind. If he could make something of himself in the West Indies working a sugar plantation, perhaps he might win her back after all this time away. But in absence of true conviction, habit takes hold fast, and it was only a matter of time before Edward set back out to sea with his mates, to live a life they knew best, no longer privateers, legal and sanctioned, but as pirates now, with nary a whit of loyalty to kin and country, earning his fortune by the sword and pistol, and praying his end was never too near. Note, if we can remove some of the more unseemly bits of his personality, this is a great backstory. Edward's bound to be a hit. But which stupidly Ubisoft is now backtracking on as canon. You mean with AC Infinity? Sorry, I think I kind of missed the part where you wrote the comment. Pirates, buccaneers, and privateers. Often used interchangeably, there are a number of important distinctions to make between these infamous high-sea swashbucklers. Pirates. Criminals on the open sea who use coercion, intimidation, and violence to rob innocent people of a cargo and transport. The term pirate is a catch-all. It may be used generally to refer to all of who perform acts of larceny in the open ocean. Pirates have been a problem since the advent of long-distance ocean travel. Every age has seen its share of pirates, and every age has cursed their name and romanticized their cause. Are they making an AC base in Basim, set in Baghdad? Yeah, that's the rumor currently, and it seems at least partially confirmed. So, yeah, I think it's happening. The Watch Dogs connection with AC and Aiden killing Olivier. Apparently they are retconning the fact both franchises exist in the same universe. Yeah, they have actually. Like first they, teased it as being connected. Then they like openly said, yeah, no, that's just like, kind of like gimmicks, connections, Easter eggs. But they're not connected. Officially at least. During the so-called Golden Age of Piracy, roughly 1650 to 1725, The majority of pirates were from the British Isles. Most were young men in their 20s, and almost all had already gained some experience as sailors prior to falling into piracy. Buccaneers. Though often used as a synonym for pirates now, the term buccaneer refers more specifically to a group of pirates who lived and operated in the West Indies in the middle of the 17th century. Best known for taking settlements and fortifications on land in large groups, the buccaneers derive their name from the French term boucanier, an instrument used for smoking strips of meat over an open fire, a favorite sort of sustenance for these terrestrial pirates. And privateers were non-commissioned sailors who attacked and robbed given a letter of marque by the king of a king's official, such as the governor. Thus, the distance between a pirate and a privateer is but a hair's breadth of difference. Pirates simply sail for one monarch fewer. And yeah, that's important to note, right? Like, a lot of these pirates have been privateers during the war. But when the war ended, they lost their job essentially, and they just kept on doing the same thing. Only this time not sailing for the crown, but for themselves, essentially. So the crown is directly responsible for the pirates even existing, at least a lot of them. Sorry, Ubisoft, you're going with what the teams of Black Flag, Watch Dogs 1 and 2 established as connective between each other. At Origins as well, since we see these email about Aiden killing Olivier as well. Yeah, it's so weird, right? Like, if it's not a connection and canon, why would they like repeatedly put stuff in their franchises connecting it? Like the Assassin's Creed DLC for Watch Dogs Legion. You know? It's kind of like odd. Eva Ogi, welcome in. Indeed. I do love me some Black Flag as well. Yeah, exactly what. It's a bit of a shame.
We could work together on this!
Yeah, we could. But he doesn't want to. Guess we gotta find ourselves deep bonnet before somebody wants to work with us.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like! Take my sugar! Take anything you like!
Ah, damn. It didn't work, Maxie.
I make my own luck.
Yeah, rest in peace. I can refund you the points later if you like.
Where is Charles Lee?
Keep your distance!
Alright. You want to die? We can arrange that.
Senor Duncan Walpole, I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness. If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely. Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order. Therefore, come to Havana in haste, and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother. Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
Mr. Walpole, let's collect your reward.
It's so funny, you know how he immediately throws away the hidden blade because it's broken, and he's a pragmatic dude, so he doesn't, you know, find any use in it. Then uses the disguise, you know, and puts on the hood, and then he's like immediately putting down the hood because, you know, it's not nice having that on with, you know, the sun shining the way it is, and of it like being super hot. Just really shows how pragmatic he is as a character, you know. And a lot of people would say, oh, that's so disrespectful of, like, you know, the assassins, like, throwing away the hidden blade and stuff. But that's kind of the point. Like, he's not aware of, like, who even the assassins are, right? So it's not like he can even be disrespectful towards them at this point. It's like no idea. Yeah, Edward is a badass, for sure. Okay, fair enough, Maxi. When you have enough points, I guess. Just lost when he smacks him across the head as he stepped and sliced him. Yeah. It's like fatality. Overkill. Yeah, there's so much rot. It's amazing. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, like, eventually Edward will get the knowledge about that stuff, and then, you know, it would change his perspective. Yeah, exactly, like, you can't assume that the character you're playing is knowing what you know.
Sorry, Kingston? No, our destination is Havana. I'm just a merchant.
Quiet, you bleeding pirate. You'll hang for the mess you made out there.
Sir, I had nothing to do with this attack. My crew and I had merely anchored to water and resupply.
Hold it! Stop them! Give me one reason I shouldn't vent your skull.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like!
And there you go. That's the origin.
I'll pay you! Anything you like!
Anything you like.
Oh God. Take my sugar! Take anything you like!
Yeah, now you know why there's an echo on the Take My Sugar. Because that's why I recorded it.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like!
Low. That was like almost synchronized. But you also love his motivation for keeping the gear. He does from Duncan, the Bloodfire, and the map of the Assassin Bros. Is all from the perspective of, maybe this will lead me to some kind of reward of fortune. Put in line with a pirate. Yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
Like he cares about what, you know, makes sense for him as a character.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like!
Anything you like. I love it.
I'll pay you! Anything you like!
Anything you like.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like! Oh God! Oh God!
Okay, so we can't do this completely
Take
stealthy
my
here.
sugar! Take anything you like! Take anything you like!
It's a take my sugar inception. Also, hey there, Afterby Crocodile, welcome in.
Ah, no, I'll pay you! Anything you like!
Ah, amazing. Okay, let's go into this.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like! Oh God! Oh God! By God's grace, sir, you saved me. A profusion of thanks.
Is that yours?
It is my vessel, yes. But here lies its poor captain, and I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Steed Bonnet.
Well, Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Ah, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
Ah, you put me at ease, sir. To think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Did you?
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright. But all things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
Oh man, C. Bonnet is such a great character.
Lacking a rowboat, I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Hardly the worst thing to happen.
Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite the fright. Right, we got a map over here. Let's check that out.
Oh, this is difficult. I should have taken the...
Definitely gonna try to get as many of these as possible, because some of them have the unique upgrades for the end gear for the Jackdaw, and we definitely wanna get our hands on that for the legendary ship battles that we wanna do.
Oh, God.
Parkour. That's something I love about Black Flag, actually, how you can use the ship as like a parkour playground as well. Even when boarding a ship, you can, like, you know, run across the masts and stuff and use that to your advantage. Yeah, I know, Oggy, but I'm gonna come back to that island anyways at some point, so not gonna buffer with it currently.
Mains out, let's go!
Welcome aboard, Duncan. She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose, trafficking cargo from my plantation and such.
She'll do fine. There's a strong wind now. Let's strike to full, shall we?
Oh, those dolphin sounds.
Ah, there's a tug of the wind at my hair. Ah, I find a bracing comfort in the feel and smell of the ocean. The raw stink of possibility.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
We've really opened it up now, haven't we? Ha ha! Those sailors were quite animated by the idea of pirates roaming these waters. Is it a real danger, do you suppose?
A possibility. But most pirates stalk the windward passage between Cuba and Hispaniola.
Oh, I see. Yes, that is a bustling strait. But I shouldn't worry about being waylaid by pirates, truth be told. My ship is small, and I have nothing of immense value. Sugarcane and its yields, molasses, rum, that sort of thing.
There's not a pirate living who'd turn his back on a keg of rum.
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose that's true.
It's so funny how Steve Bonnet is like totally busy thinking about what would happen if a pirate would be next to him, even while Edward is next to him.
Round it all on!
Sally Brown, she's
You're
the
a
gal for me
natural sailor,
boys.
Duncan.
Roll boys,
I did a
roll
decent
boy
trick at the
roll.
helm some
Sally
time ago.
Brown, she's the
2
gal
years
for me
before the mast as a
boys.
privateer.
Way hi, Miss Sally Brown.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of strangeness, aye.
Maxi, thank you so much for the 50 biddies, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, can't wait for the shanties to be unlocked. Gonna listen to them all. I didn't make shanties part of my requirement, but I'm probably gonna get them all, to be honest. Just like, you know.
Alright, easy now.
Of course.
There you go. Welcome back. Well, your numbers look good. Now let's make sure we can break your brain, alright? I need you to move your head and look at these lights, just here. Look up.
Rotten, what's great is that Edward doesn't want to take what Bonnet has for himself. Just needs to use what he has to get him to the next point. That's true, yeah. He's not like, you know... Like, he's also realizing that...
Stiffness in your neck, let me know.
Yeah, thank you. Like, Steve Bonnet also isn't kind of the kind of target he wants to rob either, I think.
Something wrong?
But the Templars he definitely wants to rob as soon as he sees them. It's so awesome when you kind of like attend the meeting and you just have the option to pickpocket all the Templars. And then he's even like stealing the map as well.
Are you okay? I just need you to look at the lights here, one at a time.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
That's it. Down. So far, so good. Let's get you up. So, welcome to the Sample 17 project. Before you get started, you're gonna need this. There you go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, bonjour. C'est bon? It works? All right, let's take a walk. Your file says you've done some memory research before, but not to this extent, which is surprising. You're very good. The data streams are very stable. Impressive, right? This building is barely 6 months old, but Abstergo Entertainment has been a studio for a few years, since 2010.
His maternal grandmother's mother was Asian.
Maybe you saw Liberation? That was our first title powered by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the iceberg. Soon, we'll be unveiling commercial Animus servers for the whole world to enjoy. They'll offer passive experiences, of course, edited versions of real history, but only the exciting parts. And we think we found the perfect subject for our first full-length virtual feature, Caribbean Pirates. So that's your gig. It'll just take a minute, okay?
Well, thank you, Nancy. Bonne journée.
C'est bon, tout est prêt. Magnifique, merci.
Coffee was better in the old building.
Yeah, I see you, Rebecca.
Where do you run off to?
You can't escape me. You have to talk to me, Rebecca.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
You didn't go home, did you?
Yeah, that's Rebecca right now. So funny that you can like stand in her way. But yeah, that's of course Rebecca Crane. She's working undercover as a courier for Abstergo Entertainment to kind of like get inside information about what they're finding out about, you know, Edward, given that he's an ancestor to Desmond. But this point is of course dead already.
You need to be cautious. You didn't go home, did you?
But you love too that they don't notice you doing it. In the first Splinter game, if a training level has you do the same thing with lights. In many other games that exist too, of course. Ah, okay. So maybe it's like a reference to that then. I didn't know that.
You didn't go home, did you?
Yeah, Eveline. It's really cool that they introduced her here. Because yeah, Liberation, of course, has been kind of like a Templar propaganda, kind of like entertainment product. Where they edited the memories of Eveline, making her kind of like the assassin that joins the Templar side. And yeah, that's of course not true. And if you kind of like find out what really happened, then you can kind of like break the propaganda and play the memories the way they happened rather than the way they've been edited. So that's gonna be something we will be doing in Liberation.
Where'd you run off to?
But yeah, they essentially want to do the same thing with Liberation that they have done with with Black Flag, but they have done with Liberation.
Of genetic memory data?
And here we have Sean.
That's amazing.
And this is through existing...
Another character from modern day that is now working undercover. It's kind of funny that he has a coffee shop because it's kind of like an inside joke between the modern day characters. That he's always kind of like complaining about the coffee and says that he can, you know, make it better than anybody else.
You didn't go home, did you?
Now he's working like at an actual coffee shop.
This is for you. The primary tool of our trade. Your communicator. Power it up and give it a look. It's pretty slick. You might have noticed that security seems a little light around here. That's because your communicator is your key to getting around.
You haven't noticed them before, Aura? That's definitely fair. It took me a little bit at the start, you know, because I was like, okay, is that actually them? You know, because Sean also had like different hair color and stuff, but yeah, it was kind of like weird. You know, they would also be working in Abstergo. But yeah, it's definitely them. I also talk to you at the very end and have kind of like a phone call with you.
Where'd you run off
and
to?
I think they even... I think Rebecca also called some Sean at some point.
No, it's good.
With a modern day. But yeah, it's definitely a bit odd seeing them in that environment.
Where'd you run off to?
It's one of those logical things too, since anime sessions can be recorded and the amount of power Abstergo has, you could take those recordings and edit them just with their needs. Exactly, yeah. You can just edit some things out or alter them completely.
Where'd you run off to?
Essentially what Quebec wants to do with AC Infinity, right? And rewriting what has already happened in the older games. It's like Quebec has become Abstergo essentially. Pretty much.
See that flashing wireless signal? It means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do the honors. We're headed up to the Sample 17 studio, 2nd floor. You ready? Let's go. Ah, there's the boss, Olivier Garneau, our CCO. I'll introduce you. Bonjour.
Salut Mélanie. Ça va bien?
Well, thanks. Have you met our new hire? Just started today.
I haven't. Bonjour. What project?
Sample 17, the Kenway line.
Hey them, Connor...
Edward, the pirate.
Ah, yar, matey. Very exciting. Welcome aboard. Melanie, can we talk in your office for a minute?
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet you.
So, this is the Sample 17 floor.
That guy Vo and his impression of a pirate. Okay, so similar to the messages in the bottle, because they're actually written by the same person, technically. Because both people that have written these messages have been sages of the same kind. I'm gonna read these in order. So once we get the first sticky note, we will start reading those.
Diving into the memories of one very generous donor, Desmond Miles. We're pulling all the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day, we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there. This pair of legs is John, one of the wizards in IT. He's just fixing something for you.
Not fixing, calibrating.
Calibrating, right. So here we are, your very own Animus workstation. This is all yours, so sit back, relax, and find us some good footage. If you need any hints or tips, the Animus is loaded with tutorial programs, so you'll have no problems. And I'll check in on you later. Happy pirating.
Ah yeah, John from IT.
Hey.
So he's actually the guy who has written these sticky notes. And he also is a sage. You can't see his face on purpose right now because you're not supposed to see exactly how he looks like yet. But yeah, that's him. Let's have a look into our files here with our employee passport. Welcome to the team. Congratulations on making the bold step towards the best years of your career. Abstergo Entertainment has a fresh outlook and a unique way of working. With so many possibilities for growth, it can be overwhelming at first, but we're here to help. You get settled in and down to work, the work of following your dreams. A new kind of entertainment. Inspiration strikes at unexpected times, in unusual places. We got our start as the entertainment division of the technology company, Abstergo Industries. A research into genetic memory, more on that later, led to captivating and enthralling surprises. Today, with a wide range of transmedia offerings, from games to books, films and comics, we're more than just an entertainment company. We like to think of ourselves as a history company, built on science. Now those are some good genes. You always find it funny that your character does whatever stupid thing the IT guy asks him to, without hesitation or question. Yeah, he kind of gets, of a character gets kind of like pressed into working for Sage Ivor. At some point at least. But, yeah, it's definitely interesting having that kind of narrative, where the protagonist just doesn't say anything, and is nameless and faceless. And yeah. I think it works to a certain degree, but it's definitely apparent they also didn't want to commit to another character just yet. Like her covering his face for twist purposes was done with a logical reason as to why his face is covered. Definitely. Yeah, it's a good detail. Something you don't mind too much when you first play it, but when you kind of like know who he is, it's kind of like an interesting detail. Time to innovate. 1937. Abstergo Industries is founded with the ambitious objective of making the best results of scientific progress available to humanity, widely, accessibly, and responsibly. Abstergo Industries is an early supporter of workers' unions. Our relationship with our employees is even closer and stronger today in all of our subsidiaries, including Abstergo Entertainment. 1940. Recognizing its responsibility to create opportunity and stability for its people, and all people, Abstergo Industries takes the role of a global leader, aiding the establishment of a World Bank and the NASA, among many defining initiatives of the 20th century. 1978. The first Animus device is created and the discipline of DNA memory research is born. 2009. After 25 years of meticulous testing, DNA memory is ready for public consumption. Abstergo Industries launches a pilot entertainment division to produce experimental features for entertainment markets. 2010. The prototypical Abstergo Industries Entertainment Division issues its first release, Project Legacy. The social media phenomenon does its audiences by allowing them to relive genetic memories of historical figures and little-known heroes of the past. 2011. Via its growing entertainment division, Abstergo Entertainment has a new multiplayer simulation of historically inspired entertainment gyms. The experiment is embraced by a competitive new generation of gamers eager to outdo one another. So that's of course the hint of the multiplayer in Brotherhood and Revelations. Imagine a game with a present-day story where the characters are exploring memories of various people to uncover any Templar secrets from history. And in doing so, you can go into time periods like 1930s, for example. I would love it, actually. I think the whole 20th century is extremely interesting for the Abstergo part of the lore. And we should definitely explore that. It doesn't even have to be focusing on the World Wars. Like, they could even be on the side track and have, like, you know, Abstergo be like front and center. But yeah, doubt that's gonna happen anytime soon. 2012. In collaboration with major video game publisher Ubisoft, Abstergo Entertainment's Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation is released, and for the first time, the public hears the story of Eveline de Grand Pré, a fallen assassin who rediscovers the light with the help of the Templar Order. The modern classic is born. So that's kind of like Ubisoft making the fourth war break here, that they are working together with Abstergo to bring out a variation of AC3, which is Liberation. Now, AC3 has been published by Ubisoft, but Liberation was done by Entertainment, like Abstergo Entertainment. 2013. Ground is broken on Abstergo Entertainment's new headquarters in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Home to gourmet cuisine, major shows, great shopping, and a vibrant local culture, Montreal blends old world charm with new world energy. The perfect balance for entertaining, historical, scientific, innovative company. Present and beyond, you join our team, a star is born, the future looks brighter than ever. Then Ubisoft is bought by Abstergo secretly, and in 2022 they decide to botch the future of the IP. Yeah, Abstergo Entertainment acquired Ubisoft Quebec and decided to make their own games. I think that's what happened. Your role. We go out of our way to recruit the most talented people from all walks of life. Innovators, producers, good listeners who always seem to know what we need a moment before we do. You should feel at home in your Animus workstation to explore history with the foreigners you crave and we expect. Who knows, maybe you uncover a past technology to the benefit of future generations, unearth evidence of a secret society, break a few codes, or make an astounding connection between mysterious documents. This could be the beginning of something beautiful, or shocking, or evocative. It's all there in history, and the secrets of humanity are at your disposal, thanks to the genetic memories we put in your hands. Fitting in. At Abstergo Entertainment, we understand the power of knowing where you belong. That's why we have designed an ironclad hierarchy that leaves the organization to us, so you can do whatever you do best. Research and create to your heart's content. No need to worry about getting ahead. We'll take care of that for you. It's like you have your responsibilities, and if you try to do anything more, then there's gonna be problems. It's basically what we're saying here. Practically speaking, your work hours are from 8:30 to 5:30 PM, but feel free to start as late as 10, and don't be surprised if you get so absorbed in history you sometimes forget to go home. Vacation. Everyone needs a breather once in a while. The first week off will come after 3,000 hours in the Animus, or here at Abstergo Entertainment, whichever comes first. It's going to fly by. 3,000 hours though, before you get vacation. Or like a day off. That's insane. Benefits. We have the best life insurance plan in the business, and that's just the start. Food in common areas. You find everything you need for a healthy, energized work life right at your fingertips. Check the atrium for everything from fresh sushi to organic, dark trade coffee. Yum. Building security. Your communicator will give you access to the areas you need. Diversity and gender equality. Abstergo Industries and Abstergo Entertainment recognizes the fundamental benefit to humanity of striving to include the best minds from around the world and across society. If you have ideas for reaching and engaging new contributors from underrepresented segments, you are encouraged to contact HR. Non-disclosure. You are free to trumpet your enthusiasm and loyalty to Abstergo Entertainment on social media. Heck, shout it from a rooftop if you need to. But remember, unless specified, the following information must not be shared. Project details, the titles, launch dates, themes, characters, settings, and all other identifying traits, the physical layout of Abstergo Entertainment and Abstergo Industries campuses, and the makeup of teams, including immediate colleague supervisors, reports, and their project status. Mention of any technologies, partners, affiliates, retailers, wholesalers, and allusions to the details of said reports or bonus structures must not be shared. For the protection of marketing and media schedules and potential loss of data, employees are encouraged not to travel with work, but in cases where it cannot be avoided, are advised to use laptops, tablets, and communicators only in approved Abstergo hotels and meeting rooms, never in public or in unbedded spaces. So that's just a bit, right? So basically, if you tell anything about what you're doing at work, then you have an issue. Imagine the bleeding effect from that kind of exposure. Yeah. Like they probably have an asylum right next to Abstergo Entertainment where people get that actually have sit in the Animus for 3,000 hours. Wouldn't want assassins getting their hands on that info, would be Abstergo? Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of like continuing, apparently. Okay. Abstergo Asylum, yeah. Kinda like the place in Syndicate where you kill the doctor. DNA memory, how it works. No one really knows. Just kidding, it's a safe and well documented process. Steps. Step 1. Acquisition. 2. Extraction. 3. Exploration. And 4. Editing. What some call animal instinct, Dr. Warren Vidic termed genetic memory. Locked within our DNA are records of our ancestors' lives. The Animus is a device that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions. It's a window to the past that allows you to experience history, but not to change it. That happens later, in the editing. Once we were bound to explore only the genetic memories of our own ancestors, but today it's possible to research within the memories of any ancestor for whom Abstergo Entertainment holds a viable sample for extraction. And all with negligible side effects. Note, genetic memory records for a given ancestor and at the moment of conception, when genetic material is passed on. And there's a building plan. Okay, that was quite a bit. We also got some messages, but they're a bit shorter. Melanie LeMay, Bonvenue. Welcome. The communicator is the key to success here at Abstergo Entertainment. Please keep it with you at all times. Should you lose your communicator, contact the front desk. A recovery fee of 100 bucks will be deducted from your next paycheck. Please respect your non-disclosure agreement. Our work here is exciting and confidential. Security breaches will not be tolerated. Have a great week. Welcome to Abstergo Entertainment. Your current security level is 0. Access to work area and atrium. Melanie LeMay, welcome to the team. Good morning. I'm so glad you're joining us. I go through everything you need when we meet today, but if there's anything else, I'm always here. Okay, cool. So that's it for now. Dr. Warren the Dickhead. That's him. It's naked edit. Okay, I think I'm gonna go into the Animus and do some more modern day once we get back out of the Animus.
Welcome to Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research tool. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to operate your Animus console, please contact your project supervisor, Melanie LeMay. You have been registered as part of the Sample 17 project. Your primary research target is Edward James Kenway, born March 10, 1693, Swansea, Wales. Calibrations complete. All signs normal. All systems optimal. Extra neurotransmitters activated.
Lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
See someone you know?
No, just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Yeah. Mad to think Spain and England were at war 2 years ago, isn't it? Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins. Something wrong, Duncan?
No, it's nothing. Sand in my hampers. So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
Well, lead on.
I hope you'll tarry a bit while I conduct my meeting. It'd be a great relief to have a man of your stature nearby, in case of a misunderstanding.
I can hang about. I might have a drink.
Splendid. Drink.
But they don't take kindly to pirates here, do they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this purge.
Yeah, it's definitely great that they kept the Animus voice like kind of consistent. I didn't know her name. Jennifer Segun. Very nice. But yeah, I really like how they kept the voice actress. Like also in the parts where you have, you know, the glyphs for instance. Or the classes, I guess. Give the game a go. We just got this game again for the 4. We're so excited to get back into Black Flag. Oh yeah, such a good game. I hope you have a great time with it. Thanks for joining. But right, a flash rope like yourself must be cautious. Love that line. Yeah. I love it as well. Like kind of the sarcasm in Edward's voice, you know.
Hola, ladies.
Don't know these women, do you?
No. They charge money for that kind of privilege. A few dozen reals for every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them?
No, goodness no, I'm a married man.
Married man of their forte, mate.
It's a game that got you into the series. Ah, nice. Great game to get into it.
I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have.
This rusty razor's nothing to admire.
Even so, I appear a mere kitten walking so close upon you. Perhaps a small dagger would suit me. Let's see what he's selling.
Maybe I'll buy a sword too. We both jump rank.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I. Twin devils.
Lend us a few reals, then. I did save your skin.
Ah, of course.
Cheers.
Cheers. I would just like, yeah, give me just some money so I can buy a sword. And you maybe only get a dagger. Hola, ladies. It always reminds me of the trailer that Abstergo ends up making, where the announcer says it in like a really bad way. But it's also kind of funny. Alright, we're gonna get the British cutlasses. A pair of light cutlasses made popular by privateers.
That's a better fit for me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch. Oh, puffer duff. I've led us astray, Duncan.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
A tavern with a sort of courtyard interior.
Tavern with a courtyard interior.
My goodness, you're an agile chap.
Every finger's a fishhook. That's how you tell a true sailor.
Yes, a fine way to put it.
I love it as well. Every finger a fish hook. That's why I love that he's like a natural climber, right? Because he has to be if he's like working on the ship all day.
I think I see the place. We're not far. Hang tight.
Oh, he's got me blind. Go, what do I do?
Okay, so I wonder, we don't have option objective here just now. Okay. You cannot wait to replay this yet again. Yeah, dude. I was really looking forward to this. Even though I just recently saw Levy play it all the way through, but I'm still like super excited. definitely something else like playing it or seeing it being played as well. Okay, now we have an optional objective. Take the pickpocket. Okay, you don't have to die, but knock you out. What? Okay, he's just running.
You robbed the wrong man, mate. A fellow with dangerous friends.
Oh, hold on. There's a shanty here. Do you know me? I'm always gotta go for the shanties here. Body and BLE? Oh yeah.
Duncan! But, Joe, you're alive!
Of course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Oh, yes. Ah! We've arrived.
Take your time, I'll be just here.
Body McQuire and BLE.
Fancy meeting a Welshman deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk! I've seen your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
Citizen! Yeah, I warned him. You want a dust up? I'll give you one. Come on, lads. I've seen bigger arms on a bird.
Double takedown. Kind of like teaching us combat mechanics here. Yeah, right, such a great quote as well there. Also, that he says piss pot.
Come on!
Are we done with this pissing contest?
Are we done? This pissing contest. Oh, we are.
¡Fuera de la carretera! ¡Vienen soldados! ¡Corre!
You're not leaving me.
I'll catch you up.
¡Perro inglés!
Take my sugar! Take anything you like!
¡Muere luchando!
Nice. Made it. Oh yeah.
I make my own luck.
It's Kenway!
Indeed. Still making our own luck. And I miss this game so much. Oh, there's also a USC quest. Chess. A quest. It's quite rare. Always gonna make sure to pick up these ones. Because yeah, there's actually a challenge where you have to get like 3 of them looted or so. And since they spawn rather randomly, the chance to miss them is definitely there. Malaka Sampit. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that as well. Then I was like, I don't know if I want to hear Malaka every day. Because it always hurts like a little bit doing it. But yeah, maybe, I mean, like idea that I'm definitely more open for. But you would love to watch more Cindy, but time for you to get some sleep. Enjoy the rest of your stream and catch you again soon. No worries whatsoever, dude. I know it's getting super late for you over there. So definitely no worries whatsoever. Thank you so much for coming by and for joining, dude. And also for the raid as well. And yeah, I hope you have a good night and a good rest. And we'll definitely catch you soon for some more AC Valhalla and the archery challenge. Malaka with a 3-hour cooldown. I mean, that could work, I guess. I mean, that sounds like a reasonable cooldown. That's the voice Avarot. More than happy to give you a shout out, dude. Looking forward to your next Valhalla stream. And more of the archery challenge. And yeah, if anybody's interested in catching that as well, definitely check out the link I posted in chat there. But is also a massive fan of the series and he plays with the games on a regular basis. Usually on the weekends. So yeah. Definitely don't miss out on that either. And my sugar.
Sorry about the swift exit. Bit of a misunderstanding.
One heaped upon another.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, mate. This is my doing. I'm only trying to keep these Spanish eyes off me.
Oh, it's no bother. Regrettably, the soldiers confiscated my sugar when your dispatches.
Damn! And where've they gone?
Haven't the foggiest idea, I'm afraid. I suspect those chaps might, but my Spanish is muy mal dad, so I'd rather not ask.
Shit! Alright, come on, let's follow them and recover my maps.
And my sugar?
What, in my drawers? We'll see what happens.
In my drawers.
You don't mind me tagging along, do you?
Not if you keep quiet and stay out of sight. Bonnet!
I believe I'm getting the hang of this.
Quiet!
I fear they're onto us.
Hang back.
Canis scriptura nestio. Ego simplex utor picturis illustrata. Omnes qui loquitur pedis et dictutam periure.
Buenos dias, senores. You're late.
Yes, sir. See, we are very sorry. Our captain delayed us.
This would be Captain Mendoza?
Yes, sir. He's very excited to meet you. Only he must be present for a hanging, senor.
Hanging? I love a good hanging.
Yes, sir. Very nice. If we hear the bell, we may go, if you like.
When you're getting excited over a hanging.
I'd love to. Especially if Captain Mendoza's pulling the trap. Man owes me money for the slaves I sold him.
Of course, sir.
What are you guys doing?
Mendoza is happy to pay you. We have goods to sell.
Walking in circles.
Excellent.
Back. thought the courtesans would take care of it there.
In Mendoza?
Yes, sir. He's very excited to meet you. Only he must be present for a hanging, senor.
Hanging? Oh, I love a good hanging. Yes, sir.
Very nice. If we hear the bell, we may go, if you like.
Hang on. Tight, 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 yeah!
The game literally crashed the moment the alert popped up. Game. Hey, the Infinity, welcome into it. How's it going? Thank you so much for the 25 months of resubbing, Vo. Appreciate it, dude. Hope all is well with you. And yeah, welcome into some Black Flag. We just crashed the game. But it's fine, it's fine. Let me take care of this real quick here. Alright, should be good now. Are you guys also having a really bad storm right now, Infinity? I've seen some news also from the UK. Oh, nice. Now I finally unlocked the IT outfit. It's been pretty bad over in the UK. The sub crashed game. Yeah, I think that's it. Sub scared the sand in Edward Semper. Sure did, dude. That's kind of interesting. That never popped up for me here, right? Like getting the IT and Ezio outfit. But apparently, if you change your username and you play to your account name, then that actually happens. And I did that. So now we have a Connor, the Altair, and the Ezio outfit, which I never had before. That's interesting. Got like 80 to 90 miles per hour wind apparently, but it doesn't feel like it. Ah, okay. So it feels like less for you, or does it feel like way worse? Yeah, it's been pretty heavy over here, dude. Honestly. I've seen a video today in the UK where the top of a church just like broke off because the wind was too severe.
Captain Mendoza?
Yes, sir. He's very excited to meet you. Only he must be present for a hanging, senor.
Hanging? Oh, I love a good hanging.
Yes, sir. Very nice. If we hear the bell, we may go, if you like.
I'd love to. Especially if Captain Mendoza's pulling the trap. Man owes me money for the slaves I sold him.
Of course, sir. Captain Mendoza is happy to pay you. We have goods to sell, sugars and such.
Excellent.
People getting thrown about it, but here's you just standing there like it's nothing. It took Yukasibo down, so you had to go out and secure from flying away. Damn, dude. Yeah, definitely shouldn't take that too lightly, but as long as you guys are fine, that's the most important thing here.
Yes, sir. We go.
Those jumps. Welcome back, Barney.
No tienes escapatoria.
Your heavier sides would take more than this little wind to knock you over. I mean, that's fair. But is it gonna be aware of, like, you know, falling like trees and stuff? Because yeah, then it doesn't matter too much. Oh, nice, Bunny. Hope the interview went well.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like!
Take my sugar. Anything you like.
Not me to hang about all day for the captain.
Hey, the mice, welcome in, dude.
Quick as anything, sir. Captain Mendoza needs only to hang the man, then he will deliver your payment.
I don't want reales, mind. I want goods. Things I can sell. Tobacco, rum, sugar.
See. We have much fine sugar. Grapes we took off a fat Englishman last night.
Englishman?
See, sugar from Barral. Very fine. We hold it in the Castillo after the man started the fight last night. He ran, left his sugar behind. Very fine.
What?
Okay, let me pause here real quick. You haven't seen the fallen tree yet? Ah, okay. Well, that's good then, Infinity. And I hope it's not too bad overall. And yeah, welcome in again, Demise. Hope all is well with you, dude. Hope you're having a good day. Ava418, welcome in as well. Been watching since you've been working, but you have some points in here and wanted to ask if I've ever played Bioshock Infinite. I have played it before, yeah, but only once or twice, I think. I have played it before, but I haven't played Bioshock 1 and 2. Like all the other Bioshock games I haven't played. I do think, however, that Bioshock is actually on my list already, on my game list. If you just type in !game list, then you should be able to see which games are already on there and which aren't. And then you can just like have a look if a game that you would like to redeem is either played already or still on the to play list. Oh no, I don't want to reload.
Shall I accompany him to the Castillo?
No, sir. Captain Mendoza will have it sent to you, I believe. You will see.
Good lord. That big brute, your Captain Mendoza?
No, sir. He is El Tiburón. El Tiburón, Governor Torres' man.
¿Qué ganaría nadie perturbando así los negocios de...
Apenas si podemos ganarnos la vida.
Bueno, ya tengo una buena cicatriz que enseñarles a mis hijos.
Pareces tenso. Deja que te ayude a relajarte. Soy una pequeña doncella española perdida.
¡Rápido! ¡Que no se escabulla!
Wait. I actually have to start off combat. And I'm already in combat. However, I got the objective just like when I was already in combat, so I'm not sure if that counts, but just in case, let's reload our checkpoint and see what happens. That's the thing with Black Flag, right? You don't know if it's failed or not. Which makes it a bit tricky at times, but I'm just gonna keep on going and hope it works. I'm going to put Braid in here since you have the Bioshock trilogy under yet to stream. I think I would like Braid, and it's been a solid decade plus since you've played it. Oh, nice. Let me go ahead and actually take care of that immediately, so I don't forget about it later. And add that to the list for you. And yeah, thank you very much for redeeming that as well. For 18, I appreciate it. Okay.
I make my own luck.
Right. Alright, there we go. Added it to the list. I haven't heard of Braid yet myself, to be honest. At least I don't think I have. But yeah, if you don't mind, would you care to explain what Braid is about? Like what kind of game it is? Pirates never fail. Yeah, never. Especially not when I play a pirate. Kappa. Yeah, always making our own luck. Wait, but any problem? Got Forbidden West downloading at the moment. Oh yeah. Will you be streaming that, Infinity? Worked. Oh, let's hope that worked. It's a pretty short story and it's not too difficult, but it plays along with the time and reversing time. Ah, that's cool. I always love time manipulation in games, to say the least. Probably not Infinity. That's fair enough, dude. I won't be playing it anytime soon, I don't think, but I would like to play it eventually. Good thing is it's playable on the PS4, so I could play it already.
Sorry about the sugar. I've only one pair of hands.
Oh, it's no great loss. I've got plenty of cargo here to make a profit on my trip.
Will you stay here long?
For a few weeks, yes. Then back to Barbados, to the tedium of domesticity.
Don't settle for tedium. Sail for Nassau. Live life as you see fit.
Haven't I heard that Nassau is crawling with pirates? Seems a very tawdry place.
Not tawdry, liberated.
Oh, God. That would be an adventure. But no, I'm a husband and a father. I have responsibilities. Life can't be all pleasure and distraction, Duncan.
Hey, our bonnet. The name's Edward, in truth. Duncan's only a handle.
Ah. Secret name for your secret meeting with the governor.
The governor, right. I think I've kept him waiting long enough.
Nice. So state of combat still worked. That's cool. I think the reloading checkpoint might also have helped with that. Not just but it sort of subverts it a lot of the 2D platforming mechanics in interesting ways. Played it in 2012 and never could get the time trial achievement of beat the game in under 45 minutes. Damn. I mean, even for speedrunners, that's quite the time, I would imagine. But yeah, sounds interesting. I do like me some platforming. It's €10 cheaper on PS4 as well, and free upgrade to PS5. That's cool. Yeah, I probably still won't buy it just yet because, I don't know, I almost never buy games on launch. Except if it's like AC. But if I get it like on a good sale or something, I definitely get my hands on it, I think. And it looks quite good on PS4 regardless. Like obviously not as good as on PS5, but that's to be expected. It still looks good on its own though, I think. You see it on Steam but not the PS Store. You know it's available on PS3 but you can't find it on PS4 or 5. That's right, yeah. I have Steam and a PC, so we can definitely make that happen. And even if it's not available there, then there's always like emulators and stuff. So I'm sure we're gonna find a way to make it work. Okay, give me your dagger.
¡Alto ahí! Esto no durará mucho.
Thank you. Now we have a throwing knife, which we can use to do a silent, ranged kill.
No te muevas.
That. And we can even pick up the knife again. Just gotta position ourselves right. And there we go. Got another throwing knife back. You buy too many games at launch. Only game you usually wait for sales on is older games in the series. That's fair. And yeah, I don't blame you, dude, either. Like, there's definitely kind of like some excitement, you know, getting to play a game on launch. I think it definitely adds to the, I guess, overall excitement and enjoyment you get at the start of a game. If you don't know too much about it yet or saw ever played it before.
Abajo, Rufián, baja ya. ¿Quién?
Fuck. still got it. Nice. Got Spanish ladies shanty. Oh yeah. Okay, I want to get some more viewpoints, I think. Let's get this one over here. It's kind of liberating. I don't go for the chest this time around. Like, I do like finishing islands and stuff, but in these cities, you know, there's like so many chests and stuff. Definitely won't be getting all of them. It's more spoilers. You tend to always bump into spoilers. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's understandable as well. It's like super annoying when people are just like taking something like that away. Can I go up here? Can. And I love that soundtrack. Black Flag. Whenever you get around to playing it, it's cool. You can also stream out. You love how you narrate text-based stories, which is how Braid Story is mostly told. Between that and the Bioshock games, how the story is told would be interesting to really dive deep into the lore, which you never did on your playthroughs. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, dude, I love, you know, games with like rich narratives, so I would love to do that. Kind of like take a deep dive on all the story stuff. And cheers, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. But I can't wait to play the Valhalla DLC. Yeah, dude, I'm bursting with excitement. I think you can hear it in my voice. Yeah, no, I've seen like 30 minutes of gameplay on YouTube and I wasn't very thrilled to get into it. I'm probably gonna play it though when I get to Valhalla, my Annua series run, but I think I'm not gonna play it on release, at least right now. Will you be getting the game on release of a DLC? Ordered it the day they release the pre-orders. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, who knows, maybe I get to see you play some of the DLC. Maybe I change my mind.
Veamos tus tripas. ¡Quieto ahí!
¡Más rápido! ¡Perdemos terreno! ¡Mirad allí! ¡Cogedlo! ¡Estamos allí!
¡Te vas a perder!
¡No me juzgues! ¡Corre! ¡Más rápido! ¡No debemos perderlo!
Lovely. I love how all just come up to me to be like, you know, kicked down. This is Sparta style. You also may have acquired yourself a rare AC1 item recently. The Apple of Eden? Or what did you get? Or did you get the hidden blade? Big staircase. Ah, okay, I gotcha. Very nice. Like 2 to 3 steelbooks on top of each other, size 1. Ah, okay. That's awesome, dude. How much did that cost you? Like, that was on the used market, I assume. Doesn't have a shanty. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, Edward. Yeah, we're gonna lose that. Sure. We didn't? Okay, I didn't expect that. To be told. You got it from the one who came before. It's the seed? The one who came before? Was it an Isu that sold you the version? What is the in-game reason I think is provided when we see a hooded soldier chasing a glowing piece of paper across rooftops like that? I mean, that's a good question. You probably think, ah, it's Airport again. He's chasing his demons. But yeah, in all seriousness though, it's definitely interesting how much the Animus is kind of like used as an explanation for what happens. Kind of like, you know, like having a health bar, or, you know, this is like being a simulation in the first place is all like the Animus doing, right? So are also the shanties and like the way you kind of like get them. But yeah, it's almost like anything can be explained by it being a simulation in a way. Which can be lazy, but if done well, it can also be really nice. Yeah, I kind of assumed that that's the name of the people that you got it from, Infinity. I just found it kind of like, you know, funny that they were actually called like that. Like an Isu Sotu version of AC1. It's kind of like a holy grail at that point. Mr. Walpole, I presume.
Buenos dias. Mr. Duncan Walpole of England to see the governor. I believe he is expecting me.
Sí, señor Walpole. Entre, por favor.
Entre, por favor.
¿Ese es el hombre? El... ¿Cómo lo llamabas? ¿Asesino?
Sí, Duncan Walpole. Debería haber llegado hace muchos días.
No me gusta que los extranjeros se paseen por nuestra ciudad. No me fío de ellos.
Cállate. El gobernador tiene invitados. Todos franceses e ingleses.
Parece un hombre rudo. Le suponía un aspecto más respetable.
Lleva meses en alta mar. Sé indulgente con él.
Ah, okay, gotcha, Infinity. I haven't heard of than before. I don't think.
Good morning, sir. Would I be correct in thinking you are Duncan?
I am indeed.
I thought as much. Woods Rogers. A pleasure.
The same.
I must say, my wife has a terrible eye for description.
I'm sorry.
My wife. You met her some years ago at the Percy's Masquerade Ball.
Ah, quite.
She called you devilishly handsome. Obviously a lie to stoke my jealousy. Julianne, our guest of honor has arrived, Mr. Duncan Walpole.
Ah. Julien Ducasse. I hope your conversion to our order is an honest one. I have no love for assassins, but even less for liars.
I have not come to disappoint.
Up for a bit of sport, Duncan? The old man isn't ready just yet.
You've got my 2 best pairs of matched pistols, Duncan, so handle them with care.
If I had 8, I'd treat each as my own son.
Pull off a few shots if you like, get a feel for it.
I once fought beside a man who carried 9 on his person. They were a boom in battle, but hindered his ability to swim, sadly.
Quite.
It's also interesting when we kind of like introduce the villains at the start of the game. In this case, they're even our allies in some ways.
A good kick, yes?
I long for the day where one firearm carries 4 bullets, and not the opposite.
I have a friend in England you may like to meet, Julian. James Puckle. He's working on something extraordinary.
Magnifique.
Indeed, the Puckle gun, which we're gonna see in AC Rogue, of course. Okay, so for full sync here, we gotta complete Roger's shooting challenge. So let's go ahead and do that.
All right. Here's a simple challenge. Try to strike every target before this hourglass empties. Remember, hit every target within the allotted time.
Nice. Does it.
Duncan, where are your wrist blades? I've never seen an assassin so ill-equipped.
Ah, damaged sadly beyond all repair.
Uh-huh. Have your choice.
Where did you find all these?
I did not find them. I took them. These are souvenirs. Two blades, as is the custom, eh?
Custom, aye.
Duncan, will you indulge us with a demonstration of your techniques?
Well,
You must. We put together a training course in anticipation of your arrival. It would be a shame to leave here without seeing you in action.
Yes, of course. Well, I mean, if there is time, I would gladly, show you what I know.
Here. You see? Situations well suited to your skills.
Have a go. A blade in a crowd is always the simplest. Nothing grandiose, just quick and clean.
So that's another way of kind of like showing you the assassin techniques, you know. Like similar to the tutorial with the dummies that you had with Leonardo in AC2. This game you kind of have to like, you know, blend in with the Templars by pretending to be an assassin and knowing what you're doing.
Show us another technique.
I kind of like that because it showcases that
Cover, don't you think?
that Edward is kind of like a natural assassin as well. You know, being able to pull all of this off the way he does. As much as you would love an AC1 remake, you would love to see this game on completely next-gen graphics. Yeah, dude, like imagine that war. That would be looking insanely good, I think.
God, that's the spirit! Secrecy. The advantage of surprise cannot be overstated, isn't that so? Especially around a blind corner. God blind me, that's a clever trick.
Your aerial kills have a poetic beauty, despite their conspicuous quality. Would you show us?
I would.
Magnifique. Is it also
Magnifique.
possible to deliver a killing blow at high speed?
Which reminds you of the Italian Magnifico, that Ezio likes to say.
Mon Dieu, such a powerful strike.
Fascinating.
The assassins have trained you well, Duncan. You chose a perfect time to leave them behind.
At great risk, I imagine. Betraying the assassins is never good for one's health.
Well, neither is drinking liquor, but I am drawn to its dangers all the same. And what is your business here, sir? Are you an associate of the governor's, or a pending acquaintance like myself?
Guns, blades, cannons, grenados. Anything that may kill a man, I am happy to provide.
A smuggler of sorts.
And how is your wife these days, Captain Rogers? Is she, here, in Havana?
I trust she's well, but I wouldn't know. I've been in Madagascar some 14 months hunting pirates. It took some work to dislodge the criminals there, but we managed it. In future, I hope to use these same tactics throughout the West Indies.
And how did you deal with their kind?
Very simply. Most pirates are as ignorant as apes. I merely offered them a choice. Take a pardon and return to England penniless, but free men. Or be hanged by the neck until dead.
Oh. I imagine Nassau would be your next target.
Very astute, Duncan, indeed.
Best of luck with that.
Grandmaster Torres! Mr. Duncan Walpole has arrived.
See. You were expected 1 week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled. I arrived only yesterday.
Unfortunate. Forgive my caution, but were you able to salvage from these pirates the items you promised me?
Yes, sir, I was.
Increíble. The assassins have more resources than I had imagined, but not nearly enough to deter us. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Duncan. You are most welcome. Come, gentlemen. We have much to discuss.
That's how Edward became a Templar.
Convened at last, and in such continental company. England, France, Spain, citizens of sad and corrupted empires.
Citizen!
But you are Templars now, the secret and true legislatures of the world. Please, hold out your hands. Mark and remember our purpose. To guide all wayward souls till they've reached a quiet road. To guide all wayward desire till impassioned hearts are cool. To guide all wayward minds to safe and sober thought.
by the Father of Understanding's light.
Let our work now begin. Decades ago, the Council entrusted me with the task of locating in these West Indies a forgotten place our precursors once called the Observatory. See here. Look upon these images and commit them to memory. They tell a very old and important story. For 2 decades now, I have endeavored to locate this observatory, a place rumored to contain a tool of incredible utility and power. It houses a kind of armillary sphere, if you like. A device that would grant us the power to locate and monitor every man and woman on Earth, whatever their location. Only imagine what it would mean to have such a power. With this device, there would be no secrets among men, no lies, no trickery. Only justice, pure justice. This is the Observatory's promise, and we must take it for our own.
Do we know its whereabouts?
We will soon. For in our custody is the one man who does, a man named Roberts, once called a sage.
It has been 45 years since anyone has seen a true sage. Can you be sure this one is authentic?
We are confident he is.
The assassins will come for him.
Indeed they will. But thanks to Duncan and the information he has delivered, the assassins won't be a problem for much longer. All will be made clear tomorrow, gentlemen, when you meet the sage for yourselves. Until then, let us drink. Let us find the observatory together. For with its power, kings will fall, clergy will cower, and the hearts and minds of the world will be ours.
It's a very interesting scene here actually, because it's the first time I actually see that a kind of like almost like the tenets of a creed of the Templars, right? Only in this one, Darby McDevitt actually calls them the Templar gods, opposed to the assassin, you know, tenets, I guess. So to kind of like, you know, guide over wayward souls and to cool or passionate minds, and to lead minds to safe and sober thought. Obviously nothing of that is really what Edward would agree to on a personal basis, but he does it of course to blend in and to get the riches that they promise. But yeah, it's kind of funny how he has kind of like become a Templar like that, even though he's a fake Templar at this point. But yeah.
Rest well, Duncan. Tomorrow the treasure fleet arrives, and with it, your reward. After which we will discuss further schemes.
I look forward to it.
Excelente. Meet me down at the docks first thing tomorrow morning.
Governor Torres requests your presence at the docks near the Castillo. First thing tomorrow morning.
Alright, cool. Very nice. I love the fact that you can kind of like steal from the Templars as well while you're listening to it. Then the next moment, you know, Edward is kind of like stealing the map as well. Like nothing is safe.
Me? I'm no seafaring man. You're all balmy. Pulled me from the deep there, Captain. Jack thanks you hearty.
Jack on Shahadi? Or something like that. I never fully understand what he's actually saying.
¡No lo perdáis! ¡Está por allí!
Si te gustan las cortinas, ¿por qué no compras la alfombra?
believe he says Jack thinks you're hearty, but that's just a guess. Ah, okay. Yeah, that could be very likely, actually. Definitely would fit with what he's saying, that's for sure. It does fit to the, you know, message. Yes, I'm just gonna believe that's what it is now. Jack thinks you're hearty. That's my headcanon now. Yeah guys, this is what we're gonna call it today for our AC session. It's been a pretty long stream. We managed to start and finish Chronicle China and also make a start on Black Flag. But yeah, this is what we'll call it for today, so thank you all so much for coming by and for joining for yet another AC session. The next one is gonna be most likely on Monday or Tuesday, because tomorrow I won't likely not stream, and on Sunday I wanna do another Retro Sunday, but this time actually not play AC, but play either some Sims, GTA Vice City or FIFA Street, like one of the 3 games, or 2 I guess. But yeah, like that can't be considered a retro game anymore, so definitely won't be streaming that on Retro Sundays, at least. But yeah, let's go ahead and exit out of the game though. And then we're gonna have a look who's online so we can raid out. But yeah, first I want to thank you again, everybody, for joining today's stream of Chronicle China and Black Flag. The next stream is going to be most likely on Sunday with Retro Sundays. If I have like a little bit of time tomorrow, I might go on for like a short one. But yeah, that's more like spontaneous. Thanks again to all the support today as well. Bluetech, thank you for the 18 months of resubbing with Tier 2. Also, Infinity, thank you for the 25 months with Twitch Prime. Maxi, thank you again for the biddies. And Mr. Kenway, thank you for the follow and for joining in. And yeah, thank you everybody else who's just, you know, in here, watching the stream, having it open, lurking and chatting. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody tuning in and, you know, saying hello as well. Harbinger, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Welcome in again. But yeah, let's have a look who's online. I think we're gonna raid somebody I haven't raided in a long time, and that is our good friend Eric B. Rollin. Usually I never end when he's live, so I never get a chance to raid him that much. But yeah, we're gonna have a look, see how he's doing today. So Eric is actually a huge streamer of Fallout 4. Does like lots of runs where he tries to play the game without dying. So kind of like a permadeath run. And he's also doing like a lot of modded runs as well. Just like playthroughs where he's playing it for the loads and the fun. So yeah, good variety of Fallout content if you're interested. If you want to hop along with raids, feel free to use these raid emotes as well. And yeah, I shall be back on Sunday with more retro action. Until then, thanks again everybody for joining, and I will catch you over at Eric's.